joking? We just had this discussion a while ago. Huh? Why are you following me like this? Look, I'm absolutely fine, okay? I'm not shivering, no sweats. I'm absolutely calm. Absolutely. Okay? Now, will you please leave? I have a lot of work to do. And anyways, they have taken my blood. They'll do all sorts of tests. And you won't find a thing. Not a thing. Not even. Please leave. I need to clean. My house is so dirty and so messed up. No, please leave. I need to leave. Did you read the newspaper? Yeah, it was there. Why don't you sit and make yourself comfortable? Anyways, there was this article about this girl. She killed 6 people, and she's not even guilty about it. She's not. No, she is psycho. She is psycho. I am not a psycho. Please try and understand. I have a normal family. Okay? I have a 4-year-old daughter. Now, if you will please leave and take that thing away. Like, it's just so dirty. My house is so dirty. I have a normal family. We are normal people. I have a 4-year-old daughter, right? And this is it. Look, I used to do drugs. But that was the past. I don't do drugs anymore. I just started to do drugs. This is my past. I don't do drugs anymore. I have a 4-year-old daughter that please don't arrest me. Have mercy. She's all I have. She's all alone. There's nobody to take care of her. She gets anything tonight. Please don't take me. She likes it. I have she likes him, and we even decided to get married. But suddenly turned paranoid. I don't know what. He's very suspicious of me. He is to be blamed for all this. He is responsible for all this. You go and accuse him, you arrest him, not me. I am not responsible for anything. You accuse him, he is the psycho. Go and arrest him. I don't understand. He never trusts me. I mean, he'll ask all sorts of questions. Where I went, what I do, with whom I meet, what I did with the money. Please, for God's sake, it's my money. I can use it for whatever I want. I don't do drugs anymore. He will not trust me at all. Today, I was late. I was late by just half an hour. Just half an hour I was late. That's it. He started screaming.
Daughter? What daughter?
I have a 4-year-old daughter. Officer, I have a 4-year-old daughter. She's sleeping there. She sleeps every night. Every morning.
Yes!
This place looks so peaceful, isn't it? All year, the roar of the waves. The only light you see is the light from the lighthouse. Remember, 10 years back, this is the same place, and wonder where our lives are going.
And so much has happened in the last 10 years. You look at you, you've become such a great doctor. I mean, what else can you expect from life?
What else can I expect from life? You know, all the warnings from the punk rock 101 courses over the years, since my first introduction to, shall we say, the ethics involved with the independence and embracement of the community, that's proven to be true. I just don't have the excitement anymore to listen or create music for far too many years now. And yes, I do feel guilty about that. I'll give you a very good example. This is when we are backstage and the lights go off and this manic roar of the crowd begins. That doesn't affect me anymore. It doesn't affect me the way it used to affect someone like Freddie Mercury. He used to love this. He used to relish this. And that's one thing actually I admire about him. I can't fool you. As a matter of fact, I can't fool anyone. I think the worst crime would be to rip people off by pretending I'll be having fun. I know I've affected and entertained a lot of people over the years, but then some kind of a narcissist, you appreciate people once they're gone. It's too sensitive. I think I need to be slightly numb in order to regain my enthusiasm. I once had with people. But the last 3 tours, they've been pretty good for me. I've got the chance to appreciate a lot of people that I've known personally and as fans of my music. But then I just can't get over the guilt, the frustration and the empathy aspect. I just love everyone. I love everyone so much that I feel fucking sad. I feel fucking sad about that. I have a gorgeous wife. With empathy and ambition. And a cute little daughter Rohini. She reminds me of what I used to do as a kid. Hugging people, kissing them. Because she knows no one's going to do any harm to her. And that very thought, terrified me to a point where I can barely function. I just can't stand the thought of She turned me into a miserable, self-destructive death rocker that I've become. I've had it good. Very good, in fact. And I'm thankful. But since the age of 7, I've just been able to all be children. Because it feels like, you can get along with people that are empty. It seems that way. I don't feel like creating music anymore. I don't have the passion to create music anymore! That's to remember. It's better to burn out than fade away. Oh, hi. You might be wondering what is special up here, huh? You see the star up there? Here, come here. Second one to the left of the moon. That's my birth star. First star. Come, sit. You know, when she was young, she would talk to the star and she would feel alright. And she said to me, whenever I felt lonely, talk to the star and she would hear me. Funny, huh? I really believe it. But somehow, she would know all my problems before I could tell her. She was so perfect and she would never do anything towards anyone. I don't know what it was, but somehow, when I saw her face, I would forget all the problems I faced. Okay, I know, everyone say the same thing about the girl, but this is different. She's mine. I was a guy who never got the girl. I would sit and read Shakespeare, Oscar Wilde, see what the heroes have. I did not have. But she didn't care about what I read or how I tried to this. She just taught me. Just to be. She gave me a whole new world to believe. The guiding star to follow. Where is she? She left. No, she's gone.
bind her prey to this vicious charm. Only I see. And she just bewitches me. But only until she desires. I want to leave it to my advice. It's such a heavy price. Do you remember that day? It was to be the happiest day of my life. We were talking about her and broke my heart. I didn't want to throw him up. Listen to me. In white, once I went to him pure delight. To see his endless blue eyes. A warm, known to none but us. To see the shadow of the whole. Totally innocent. I was just going to like those regular friends, on the shopping, the mall, the theater, the movies, and the eating out. Then, she told me she was going. That's all. Do you remember the day before? I got your favorite sweet corn popcorn? And then you were standing with this railing here and you accidentally dropped the popcorn into the corner just where the pedals are. Suddenly there was a swarm of fish that just got there to that center point. They started jumping over each other and fighting for those popcorn. Oh, it was such a sight. I was so amused by it. You went for another pack of popcorn. Then you went for another pack of popcorn. Then you went for the fourth. And I kept waiting, patient. My turn. After the fish. The next day, none of the fish were. I thought he'll understand these things, but you're such a dumb fool. That you didn't get it yourself. Thought I'd, come by and explain things to you. But then what did you do? You mocked me, you mocked my feelings, you mocked my emotions. So then call me a lunatic. What do you say? You misunderstood our friendship? Tell me. Who would do that? I knew nothing beyond your shape. I knew no world beyond. And even when my parents said, let's move up, I said no. I want to be here, in this town, close to you. And you turned your back. Not saying a word. Spoken anything. This was gone. Did I hurt you again? Did I disappoint you again? Did I do something wrong again? Oh God, please talk to me, Shekhar. There are so many emotions. And all these at the same time. This sense of loneliness, this despondency, and this rejection. And this anger. So much of rage in you. But you lay there. Defeated. By your own disenchantment. Just on yourself. Everybody said you look so great together. How I wish you just accepted my love. You've been so.
Case number 244.
Your Honor. It is false to say that I don't know how to behave with women. With your permission, can I tell her something? You pass the kurvi order, I pass the bomb just. I've seen more women than you have seen sparrows. I hope you understood it, Your Honor. I am not the animal that she claims me to be. I made love.
Brilliant.
Used sugar-coated emotions. Sometimes I used to sit up and feel, wow, was that me? What are you looking at me like that? I am not scared. Like any other woman, my wife thinks that she has the control over all that soft and tender emotions. And it is absurd, Your Honor. You tell that I am not romantic? How many times you and your wife have visited my painting exhibition and you have told that there is not about romance, that your wife can learn from my painting. Isn't it, Your Honor? Isn't it, Your Honor? இதுக்கு என்ன பதில் சொல்ற நீ? இதுக்கு என்ன பதில் சொல்ற? I'm sorry, Your Honor. I got slightly emotional. Good. Yeah, I understand. With her, it is like this, Your Honor. If knife falls onto the apple, or if apple falls onto the knife, it is the apple which is getting cut, Your Honor. I mean, maybe a bad analogy. But that's how it works with her. I'm not sad that I will be called a divorcee from now on. I'm sad, Your Honor, that you won't allow me to see my daughter anymore. I'm sad, Your Honor, if I see my daughter in the crowd, she won't be able to see me. That's what happened in the court that day. It goes on to show how horrible person I was. Behaved like a freak. See my daughter. I hope you know that I was a chain smoker. I used to smoke some 50-60 cigarettes a day. And to top it all, I used to leave them lighted and I used to put them down without putting them out. I remember that fateful day. It was Monday morning. I was getting ready for my work. And that wretched phone, that ring, I heard that phone ring and I got distracted. So I went to pick up that phone to see who is that there on the other side. While I was talking, I heard a scream from the bathroom. I ran into the bathroom to see who it was. It was my daughter, Your Honor. It was my daughter. Her face was burning. I did not know what to do. I went into the bathroom, got her out of the bathroom, laid her down, and tried to cover her face with my arms. And she was smiling. I said, stay with me, stay with me. I took her up in my arms and went into the bathroom to see if there is something that that I can use to put the fire off. I saw a bucket full of water there. I just went in and put her face into the bucket full of water. She was still coughing, Your Honor. She was still coughing. This is the last time my daughter saw the world. She's now blind. I was stupid. Because I smoked. When I was about to attend that phone call, I was smoking in the bathroom. I did not realize that my daughter was in there playing with the hairspray. As I said, I had left the lighted cigarette on top of the sink. When I was away attending the phone call, she had sprayed it right there, which had caused the cigarette and the hairspray to catch fire to her face. I am not a smoker today. But that won't make us see the world again. I don't paint anymore today. Because my little daughter cannot see those paintings and tell me, Daddy, you are the best. And give me a hug.
Yes, Asher.
Brilliant, Brilliant. Very good. Yeah, I like it. Benar.
with your tulips. All your passions. And it's I, not you, who goes back home to these hours. Even though it's your father's name. But it's my son. It's mine.
Yeah.
Oh, hey Sarah. Away from the crowd, huh? Our acquaintance has been so strange. When I saw you for the first time, I was afraid of you. So afraid. I didn't dare put you out of sight. I didn't dare have you for any. So I became your friend. But whenever you came home, there was some kind of friction. My husband always avoided me. Then I met you, sir. So I did all I could to make him friendly with me. With no success. Until you became engaged. And then became this violent friendship between you and him. It suddenly seemed like the both of you all dared show your real feelings. He wants you. I get jealous. Absolutely not. In fact, when you came home, I let my husband rest. You seemed so confused. I didn't notice it then. I didn't think about it later either. I hadn't thought about it until now. Why are you so silent? You haven't said a word. But you let me do all the talking? You just sit there so quiet. With your eyes so dark. And you think, why did you break your engagement? Why did you not come home anymore? Why did you not sit with us at the same table at the party tonight? You needn't say a thing. Now all the consequences. That's why. That's why I had embroidered tulips, which I hate, on our curtains. Because you are fond of tulips. That's why we holiday in the mountains. Because you hate when you're mad. With your tulips. All your actions. And it's I, not you, who goes back home to these others. Even though it's your father's name. But his master is mine.
Yeah.
Doctor? Gentlemen, doctor?
Yes, please.
Doctor? After telling about this incident that happened yesterday, I think that has changed my life. Remember, doctor? How scared I was of those dark, closed rooms? Yes. I couldn't use the subways. I couldn't use the lifts. And remember, doctor, once when I came here and the lights went off and I said, doctor, where are you? And I was so scared, doctor. You remember, doctor?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Go on, go on.
Doctor? Yesterday something changed. Yesterday, my cousin forcefully took me to this amusement park. It was nice. And then he took me to this maze. The maze itself was scary. It had those high green leafy walls. And then in the middle of the maze, there was this long tunnel. Dark, long tunnel. My cousin just jumped right in. And I was left alone. I was so scared that I froze. I shouted for my cousin, but he'd gone. There was no other way out. So I took some deep breaths. And I stepped in. And then on my belly and with my elbows, I began to crawl. I kept going. But halfway I started to panic again. I thought I'd get stuck. I'd be alone in the dark. I didn't know what to do. So I closed my eyes. And I took some deep breaths. And I kept going. I kept going. Finally, when I opened my eyes, I was so relieved to see the blue sky again. I was free, doctor. I was free.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah, very good.
Crime scene photo. You know, I just used to hate crime scenes. I mean, all that blood, all that ugliness, it just used to make me so pissed off, you know. And it started giving me ulcers, all that stress. And just made me miserable. And I used to just go back home every day and lie in her lap. She used to rub my head. Sometimes she just
lie there. It's dead. His eyes. It's the most peace I've ever felt in my life. Ever. You know what's the funniest part? The day my wife died, I became a much better father. Any hesitation I had about the job, gone. I see a bolted door, I'm the first one through it. And then I joined the undercover squad. I fucked in the head. It was like the perfect diversion. I just stopped thinking about it. One day, something happened.
Good evening, Mr. Jonathan Parker, and welcome to the castle of Count Dracula.
Wow.
I was told that you wanted to know more about me. I was born in the year 1431. That makes me 577 years, 1 month, 12 days, 7 hours, and 2 minutes. They say that I was evil, but I was not born that way. I was a lover. That was the love of my life, Elizabeth. She was sweet and kind, pure in mind, and beautiful to see. We were the most adorable couple. And then one fine day, those dirty mongrels, they took her up the fortress. They tormented her, tortured her, persecuted her, violated her, humiliated her, and they dropped her. And she fell. That is when the evil in me was born. And I went on a rampage, plundering one after one after one after one, all those persecutors, until there was no one at all. I even denounced religion. So when they killed me, they never even gave me a decent burial. So I was neither here in the kingdom of the dead, nor there in the kingdom of the living. I was somewhere between, in the land of the undead. So every night, when all of you went to sleep, I would silently wake up from my so-called grave, and I'd walk along to the utter dismay of everybody, and I would roam around in the streets, terrorizing your neighborhood. It was so much fun. When you walked in with this portrait. You went ahead and said that this was Margarita, your wife to be. And I looked at her. Those eyes, those high cheekbones, that face, it was Elizabeth. She was reincarnated to reunite with the love of her life. That's when I transmogrified myself. I went to your town. I went to her, and I cast a spell upon her. In love. There was moonlight, roses, kisses, vows of eternal bliss. We even danced through the night.
Oh, gosh.
beautiful eyes, like the burning fires in the night of a moonless sky. Oh, Jonathan, I'm thirsty. I'm so very thirsty for love. You know what I say? Okay, let me put it this way. There was a priest. There's a priest who went up to the Pope, and he knelt in front of the Pope in the confession box. And he said, Holy Father, what am I to do? What am I to do? I don't believe in God anymore. What am I to do? You know what the Pope said? He said, fake it. Fake it. You cannot fake it anymore, Jonathan. You cannot fake it anymore. I'm not a vampire. I'm not a bloodsucker. I'm not a slayer. I'm not an evil one. I'm not the moon child. I'm not the seventh son of the seventh son. I am. I was killed for the love of my life. And the love of my life was killed for the love of her life. No force on heaven or earth is going to come between me and my love. No mortal! No mortal. Oh!
Yeah, DJ!
Sorry, Uncle, I got a late.
मैं कुछ भी सह सकता हूँ, but what I cannot stand is a man who has given up. Take a seat. You know something? My father, he was not a good man, you know. My mother could not stand him. You know, she ran off when I was 8. She actually promised she would come back for me. If I ever see that woman's face again in my life, God help her. You know, my father was a womanizer. Oh yes, he was. But all his women left him. I guess he was not good enough. When it was my turn to leave him, I was 14. I remember. I was 14 and in love with a girl called Priya. Priya is she is Colonel Mukherjee's daughter. You have met Colonel Mukherjee, na? Of course you have met him. He's the one with the big moustache who stays on 12th Main. Of course you have met him. You know, I had a bet with Priya once that her father is going to shave off his moustache
at least 2 to 3 years. Looks like I lost. No regrets. You know, she used to put on a perfume that smelled of jasmine flowers. I can still smell that perfume. Like I smell my old monk. My favorite rum, that is. You know, my father was in the Army Horse Riding Club. He had a beautiful stallion called Chetak. Wonderful black stallion, huh? I remember 2 days after my 14th birthday, he asked me to tie Chetak up. Now you know how particular they are in the army. Huh? He was supposed to tie that thing, not me! Not me. I wasn't supposed to tie that horse on. Yet I did. In my best possible way, I tied that horse up. You know? That day Priya was with me. Yeah. That day Priya was with me, you know? So I tied the horse up. Take a drink, it's raw. Be careful. I tied the horse up and you know, me and Priya, I was 14, she was 13. We thought, let's have some fun. We were at it. Cheers. Not realizing that my father's horse had gone loose, had broken loose. And that my father was searching for me. He finally found me. Found us. He was mad, you know. He was crazy with anger. He took out his belt and he was wearing the uniform that day, mind you. And he started whipping me, you know. I was scared. I was scared. I was scared. I was embarrassed, you know. I just ran from there. I mean, what would anyone do in that situation? Huh? What would anyone do? I just ran. I thought he was angry because of what I had done. But when I found out that he was chasing me away so that he could have Priya for himself, that day I lost all the respect I had for him and all my fear. I turned back, I took his own belt and I whipped him. By God, he deserved every bit. Priya got a chance to escape, you know. She ran that way. She never came back. No regrets. I have a theory. Life is a bitch. So was she. Find it funny? Huh? I'll tell you something that's even more funny. When my father turned his face to me, I could see the devil in his eyes. I can see those eyes right now. Bloodshot red. I can't remember what happened after that. But when I got up, I remember I could see nothing. I sat and cried that day because I didn't know what to do.
Brilliant.
That I'll never cry again. It's like I've broken that one. Now I know, Apu. I know that you are a much more stronger person than I am. And you can come out of whatever little problem is bothering you. Sometimes, we have to fight for our self-respect. Stand up and fight like a man. Because you deserve to be loved. We all do. You deserve to be respected. Don't let them pull you down. For God's sake, don't let them pull you down.
Yo, show!
Dirty, oldish man, greasy hair, dirty. Hair were a lot like yours. You put that down. So this guy, he's somewhere here and somewhere here, and then he's muttering under his breath. You please make notes. And he's writing. Okay, he's telling you all the kinds of things that he wants to say to me. He comes here and he says, "Oh, I don't see what you're so stuck up about." Then he comes from here and says, "So you think you're very sexy now? I don't know what your boyfriend sees in you." Did I tell you had a list? Put that down. I notice all these things, I'm very sharp. Apart from being very good. So, this is what he keeps saying to me, and I'm getting angry. And then as I'm about to turn down and confront him, he says, "I can see that you can stand up for yourself. You don't take any crap." I said, "Thank you." Then I said, "You know what, excuse me, I'm talking to my friends out here." But he wouldn't go. After a while, I started moving around, around the park. I go from here, I go here, everywhere. And then suddenly, what are you writing like this? Are you paying any attention to what I'm saying? Suddenly, I notice that this man is following me. Following me, Inspector. Following me all over the park. Yes. And as I'm going, I keep noticing somewhere around muttering. And suddenly I found myself, I found that I backed myself into a corner, Inspector. And this horrible guy leans into me and he says, like what he says. He says, "What will you do if I ran my hands up your leg?" What are you looking at? So he said, "What will you do if I ran my hands up your leg?" So I said, "I will break your fucking jaw." That's what I said. So he laughs at me. Inspector. And he says, "Like you're fool and baby or something." So I said, "I'm not fool and baby, but if you touch me, then I will break your fucking jaw." And then he reaches for my crotch. He reaches for my crotch, Inspector, and I just dropped him. I hit him. The other is the left right cross maneuver. About it. Where are you standing?
No.
So, this one. Now, look at my left hand. So, I just put up my left hand for this guy to look at, and yeah, like all men, he just kept looking at it. And then I moved it around his face, and then I made him dance to my toes. And just when he was least expecting it, hooked my arm around him and I kicked him in the ass. That's what I did, Inspector. He fell down shouting, "She hit me! She hit me!" All the boys in the bar got hold of him and threw him out. And you know what my boyfriend said? He said, "You sure proved him right. You don't take any crap." So what do you think, Inspector? Will this news bring me from page 3 to page 1? What do you think, Inspector? Page 1 with me there in this dress, okay? Make sure. Do you have a photographer here? Yeah, right here. Yeah, like this. Yeah.
Woohoo!
So, sir, did you go there? How was your journey? Did you find her?
Yes, I told her. I'd even taken flowers for her, not roses. I didn't want her to get the wrong idea. I even told her that I tried calling her, that I just wanted to hear her voice. I told her to talk, speak, say something, laugh at my shoes, laugh at my shirt, laugh at my haircut. I told her that I started drinking coffee, not because I liked the taste, but because it reminded me of her. I asked her whether we could go out, have coffee, and it was just a 10-minute walk. There was this coffee shop next to that fruit shop. We could have just gone there, talked, chatted. I asked her whether it was okay for me to leave, whether it was the right time to talk. It was okay. It was no big deal. I could have just left, taken a cab, gone to the airport, just go away, disappear. Like she had decided to disappear. Just leave me like this. You know, there were these people who said that I shouldn't have gone. That would not change anything. That it would not have made any difference. But you know me. I don't listen. I never listen. It just... I think it's serious. Don't just sit there. Say something. Tell me what to make the meaning of all this. Is this how it was supposed to be? This was not how you were supposed to end. Or do you think I embarrassed myself? That I should go back again tomorrow, start all over fresh, pretend as if nothing happened? You know, they did not even bury her. Like that, forgotten or something. And there she was, lying like that. Her face all scrunched up, and her eyes all closed. I asked her to open her eyes. She wouldn't. She could not. I even tried to teach her how. She used to say that makes agnostics religious. You know, I want to be religious. I want to blame God. Like he's gone somewhere and is not going to come back. I want him to come back. I want a miracle. I want her back. I just want to hear her voice, her song. You know, there was this gate, there was this sign outside the gate which said locked at sundown. Should have thought it was a grand sight. I wish she was there. Then I told her that I'll come back and I'll speak back to her and back.
first weekend that Claudia had. I didn't bother. I got crazy with my soap star photos. It's a funny thing, being informed of your weekend activities. But you are out walking a girl dog. These are the things that always happen. And I feel so violated by the media. All these lies they write about me. Claudia got dumped by her husband right after boyfriend. Claudia in a car in mountain. Because she couldn't bother to park in a normal space. That's why I decided to set the record straight. Right here, right now. I'm going to let the world know. First of all, people must understand. You must know that it's not easy being me. I've put my best all time. Any idea how early I must get up so that my personal hair and makeup dresses make me presentable to the society and people are calling me all the time. Mess if there's never calls that she's receiving. It's not easy breaking up with a hunky primetime star boyfriend. Yes, I broke up with him. He broke up with me. He didn't make the worst mistake of his life. He got me pink roses. Everyone knows red roses are my favorite, they're not pink. And my car got towed because some jerk moved it. I'm sure it's because they had some sort of extreme hatred for me. It's not like I was parking a handicapped space on purpose. You know, I'm not a bad person. Why are you sitting on your fat ass for? Really not a bad person. I'm all for the charity, save the world from global warming, like those television commercials about adopting dogs. I adopted a dog. A miniature shih from Paris. He was from first class to America for his new home. I gave him an animal of home. Doesn't that count for something? And my dog. It makes such an impact on the world. I can't say no thanks. Touches the lives of women all over the planet. How can you say that? It's so good. What really hurts me is that, you know, people call me a spoiled brat. It's not like I had the most lavish upbringing. I had to earn my money. It was just handed to me. My parents gave me a used car for my 16th birthday. I had to pay for my own prom dress. Still, people are like, did you see the new bag that Claudia had? My, it was supposed to fortune. She looked frugal with her money. Just because I like politics doesn't make me a spoiled brat. It's infuriating.
Two.
You do, don't you? Why are you pouring my soul out to you? Life is so difficult.
Yeah.
Pankaj? Sit down.
Thank you.
You need a drink?
Oh, of course, yes.
Rohit must have sent you here. He keeps telling me that you're good. I'll feel better if I talk to you. Good.
Thanks.
So you must have come prepared with your questions.
Yeah. Would you like to tell me something about your life? You have a good life.
Isn't that a weird question to start? You know, it's not perfect. There's my wife, Renu, and then our daughter, Shalini. Shalini is amazing. I'm a district manager. I work with a chain of supermarkets. There's one there, down the road, who works. Yeah. So, it's not the most exciting job in the world, but it pays my bills. It has good benefits, and you know, I have this house loan. Renu always wanted a big car, and I guess it's just an okay job. It's a good job. It's a good life. It's predictable, but I've never really liked surprises. But you know, sometimes in the nights, when I'm just lying down in the bed, I wonder how years can just pass you by and nothing really happens. You know? I mean, there's all this stuff to do, and there are all these things to take care of, and you keep taking care of them. And it all keeps piling up, and one day you just lift your head and 10, 15 years have just passed you by. And nothing has really happened. I mean, all my life, all I've been doing is I've been trying to ensure everything happens smoothly. And I just stopped feeling anything. So my life is really very good. So, you really are a psychiatrist, right? I know these silly games that Rohit keeps playing with me. So I didn't come to your clinic, and he sent you here with some stupid story. He thinks I can't see through it. But you know, something's started to change. I'm feeling different. I don't even know why I'm telling you all these things. I don't usually talk to people like this. I don't usually open up like this. But you know, lately, there hasn't been anyone at home. I just don't have anybody else to talk to. I keep trying to remember where everyone else is, and I keep waiting for them. I don't know where they've gone. You know, I think maybe Renu has taken Shalini to the store, so I keep waiting for her to come back, and then it's just too late, so I think maybe she's gone to pick her up from school. So I sit on my couch, and I keep waiting, and then I just fall asleep, and the next day morning when I get up, again they're gone up. I haven't seen them in so long. I've just been waiting and waiting, and I don't know what to do, so I just keep cleaning this house up. Look at this house. I've cleaned it better than a maid could. I just cleaned it and kept it the way Renu might want it. You know, if she comes back, she'll just see the house the way she likes it. But no, this isn't even nice. All I do is I pay bills, and I have 10 more years on this house loan and 15 more months on that. Where's my car? I can't see my car. Has Renu taken the car out again? She doesn't even know how to drive. I don't know why she keeps taking the car out. Like, do you need me to get you another drink? I mean, see that door there? You see that one there? It's locked again. I've been telling the maid so many times, don't lock that bloody door. But she keeps locking it. Where does she expect my daughter to sleep? I mean, when daughter comes home, the door will be locked. Where is she going to sleep? I mean, can't she think of that? I mean, I've been opening that door every time and I've even fired her. I think she sneaks into my house and locks that bloody door. You know, I fired her when you see those pictures there? She once went and put flowers on those pictures. What kind of a fool puts flowers on pictures? Why? Would you do it? I mean, if you want to give them flowers, wait for them to come home and give it to them. Why would you put flowers on the pictures? I mean, she's just driving me crazy, right? All of these people. Yes. But you know what? I'm scared for. I need to go look for my wife now. I don't know where she's gone. The car isn't here. She doesn't even know how to drive. I think you need to leave now. Go. Get out! Get out of my house! They keep sending these bastards every day. They think I've gone crazy. They want me to stop waiting. I don't know where Renu has gone.
Suddenly you realize that what's happening doesn't make any sense. Then you realize that people are actually dreaming. Then you realize that if you knew you were dreaming, you can probably control what's going to come next. Whenever I have my episodes, they're always like that. Really backwards. Sometimes when things go wrong, I try to make these kind of lists. The reasons I should not kill myself. My mom is always on the top of my list. Love her. You know, if she finds me dead, she's going to be devastated. Next is Janani. Next, my little sister. She had a lot go wrong in her life. That, right? Then I tried to listen to all my friends. When you're about to kill yourself, it's really hard to rationalize who are your friends and who are not. Sometimes you can think that they all hate you behind your back. Sometimes you think that they even want you dead. I know that it doesn't too rational, but I think like that. First time I tried to kill myself, I was only 10. The next morning when I woke up, I was so relieved. I was happy. I was happy that I didn't succeed. I didn't tell anyone. But I was happy to be alive for some time. The next year, I tried again. I even lost count of how many times I've tried. They were all tries for help. You know, I have tried to poison myself. I've tried to overdose myself over different pills. I've hanged myself. I've drowned myself. I've tried to suffocate myself. I even tried to throw myself into the traffic. Now when I get up after taking those stupid pills, just arms which are in, and washing it down. Bottles of wine. I don't feel retrieved. I feel more trapped. I feel so desperate. More of failure. The reason I can't kill myself is because I'm already dead. I'm already dead and dead. Depression is like a living hell. Yes, that's the best way to describe it. Physical drive to live can always undermine your mind's desire to die. Physical drive to breathe is just so hard to overcome. You can't take this misery even for one more second, but this heart would just not stop beating. That's enough. You know, it's really hard to tell people I love. I don't die. So I spend a lot of my time and energy pretending that everything is fine and I'm normal. Everything is okay. I even try to make some jokes. I try to make jokes. When I end up in hospital, then I'm relaxed. Because then I don't have to pretend for anyone anymore. And then I can cry. I can cry the entire day. But no one takes it personally. No one wants to get blamed.
then I started to look around. I started to look around at other patients. And then I realized that I can never get better. There's no medication for my problem. This depression will always be there with me. I know I can fight it. I can cope with it. I can do a lot of things, but I can also show that I'm doing fine. I'm doing okay. I was never okay. I was never be okay. I'm just one bad day away from my suicide. I'm dead. I'm just trying to delay what I know is inevitable. Oh.
Yeah!
ocean. This whole stage, this entire stage turned into water. As Prahalada dwelled in walking across pillared sets. Those were the days. And that was a work of art. I was the most beautiful element in it. So caught up was I in my art that I hardly noticed my own decline. Then, does the setting sun ever notice its diminished brilliance? Suddenly people stop writing about me in the papers. It's your paper also. People stop currying me for favors. People stop asking me to perform. My so-called friends, they melted away. My art was suddenly old and ancient and unintelligible to this new generation. They prefer uncut music and vulgar dancing that serve no higher purpose than the slaking of thirst and hunger and lust. My body also started speaking another language, disobeying my command. I was shaking and trembling like a leaf, but still I persisted. I performed in temples, and I was given opportunities by people who were my fans in one previous era. But my soul and my body felt used, very used. I felt empty, empty of passion, love, hatred, of ego, and of opinion. I found salvation. I found peace. I found silence. Today, I can sit in temples for hours together, hear those clanking bells, absorb the smell of his crushed flowers and camphor, watch the expression of all those worshippers. I don't pray. I don't need to. I'm happy the way I am. I'm happy to have led this life. All these dances. Saugandika, the dancer.
Voila!